Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, and in today's quick tip, we're going to be installing the extended magazine release lever from Crossfire Shooting Products. This one is for the Ruger 1022 or 1022 copies, like this BRN 22 here, and it literally just provides a larger paddle to make releasing that magazine nice and easy. So faster magazine changes if you shoot in competition or whatever reason. So a good quality of life improvement there. Let's go ahead and jump into the installation. First thing we need to do is to make sure our firearm is indeed unloaded. Pull the charging handle back, observe the chamber, and it is unloaded. And in step 2, as always, is to repeat step 1 again. Alright, done. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing we're going to need to do, or technically third thing now, right, is to pull this action out of the stock. And the way we do that on this one is we're going to take a hex wrench. Yours may be a slotted tip, that's fine. Just use whatever tool you have to unscrew whatever screw you have. So yeah, it's a little snug there. There we go. And when you back that screw off, it's not going to come all the way out the stock. That's perfectly fine. We can pull it out like that. What we need to do is take our safety selector and make sure that is in the middle position so that it doesn't hit our stock on the way out. And we just lift up on the barrel and it pulls right out. Now if you notice, there's a pin here and a pin in the rear. These two pins will need to come out, and we'll just push those right out. And our trigger group will then fall right out. So we'll set this aside. Alright, so if you'll notice, this is our old magazine release lever right here. And the only thing holding it in is this pin, the actual magazine catch and spring. Alright, so what we need to do is take a punch. And you don't need a hammer or anything, it's not in there tight, but just push that pin right out. Alright, and then you can pull your punch out, and if you take your index finger and just kind of push down on the actual mag catch itself, it'll fall right out. Alright, so your mag catch and spring, they're just sitting in there at this point. It'll fall out, but you don't need to take it out. All you need to do is just depress it a little bit again. Take the new magazine catch, and with it turned just like this, so you have this nose in the front here and then this post sticking up, we'll just insert it right into the slot the old one fell out of, and it'll line up with the hole, and then you can put the pin back in. So if you notice, this post right here, if you can see down in there, it's going to actually just go through that gap right there, and that's what controls the mag catch. It's easy enough. Alright, so all we need to do is take that pin we took out, push it right back in, and go all the way through with it. And you might have to wiggle some stuff around here to get it to go all the way through. And thing to note here, on the other side, if for whatever reason you can't get it to push all the way through, the actual bolt catch, which is this little lever here, also uses that pin. It won't fall out, don't worry about that, but it can get out of alignment, so as you're pushing that pin in, just kind of manipulate that and it'll go right in. And that's all there is to it. A quick function check here, just kind of push down on your mag release lever and make sure it springs back. That's all there is to it. It's installed. Okay, so we just need to put our gun back together. And that is just the reverse order of what we just did. So I'm going to lay my action down, my receiver and everything, upside down. I'm going to take this ejector, because it just kind of flops around there. And if you notice, there's a slot cut on the front body here. Lay it into that slot, just like so. Alright. And I just take my index finger, hold it in place, Set this down here, line up those holes, and then just take your pins and pop them back in. Nice and easy. And if you can't get your pins in, it often helps to pull back on the bolt just a little bit, and that'll help kind of seat everything. Okay, so again, we need to make sure our safety is in the middle position. Just kind of it's a little bit of a balancing act sometimes. And if you notice this slot that's kind of cut in the back of the receiver, that's gonna go into a shelf on the inside of your stock. So we have to come in at an angle, just like this here. And set everything in. Then at this point, you just tighten that front screw back down. I'm going to make it nice and snug. If you want to throw a torque wrench on it, 30 to 35 inch-pounds is plenty. And that's all there is to it. So that is the extended magazine release lever from Crossfire Shooting Products. Like I said, nice quality of life improvement. If you have any questions or comments and you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to post them down below. If you're watching this on the webpage, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.